Recording. Okay. Are you still in the game, Chloe?
Nah, I'm good.
What did you like about your little run?
Uh, I just since I was going with Jared, like I've been talking to Jared for a little bit. Um, like he told me how to like be consistent, basically, like not just run in and do.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's like my big thing.
Yeah, I struggled with that for a long time. Alex is he can be very aggressive and stun super quickly, so you feel like really incentivized to just go, go, go.
Yeah,
But it's not always like it increases the risk versus the reward.
yeah, and it's like right now since I can't like fully capitalize on what I need to do, it's just kind of needlessly risking everything.
Yeah, especially if you don't have like proper punishes on lock. Every risk you take is just risk because if you can't, follow it up, there's no reward,
Yeah,
which is like pretty necessary for Alex.
yeah.
I should probably include my mouse. Nah, I don't need my mouse. But are you seeing the stream?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I want to like I'll go through and kind of point out like, oh, here's a missed punish. Yeah, here's a missed opportunity. But
I need to write my own
mainly,
notes down.
well, I'm recording all this, so you can look back and like you know
Yeah,
listen to it or whatever. But it'll be like missed punishes, uh, but mainly since you're talking about consistency, it'll be spots where either you could have set up a repeat situation to see how your opponent does something, or it'll be like maybe situations where you could have just stood still and seen
yeah,
what they did. Uh, people show you a lot when you just kind of stand still.
yeah.
Revival, one of the top Alexes in NA, has been putting me on some do nothing training, and it's showing. It's
I see.
it the faster I can recognize an opponent's patterns, both in neutral and in mix, the quicker I can get to defeating them. You know,
Yeah,
and on that is also recognizing uh, an opponent's pattern and having that be a trap you lay for later. So like, if they DP on wake up in a certain situation, eat it. Eat it over and over and over. But then that last time where you're like, all right, this is the set. I've repeated this situation. They know I'm going to press. This is the time where I block. And then you get a massive punish. I've won so many tournament sets by doing that. Like Rasha, I think they have the record against me of hitting 7 wake up EX flash kicks, uh, and all of them hitting. But the very last one I blocked.
yeah,
And that, the ability to do that does come from consistency. You need to be able to set up the same situations.
yeah.
So, with that kind of said, let's poke into this. Um, Looks like first you were up against Trev. Yeah, I see him on camera. Um, let's get a little more volume. Makoto's weird. She's like, I'm still working out. Ah, we dashed in and got hit. Uh, can I pause with space? Yes, okay. Um, So he immediately like dashed in and got hit. Dashing in, especially early, isn't like the worst idea, but Makoto's gonna whiff a lot of buttons. That right there is also like, you got him to the corner, right? You even just push block, and then you threw. Alex does actually get Oki on Makoto after a throw. It's just a dash up.
Really?
I think mid screen it's 2 dash ups. Possibly she can crouch light kick, but I'm pretty sure you can get a meaty close medium kick or maybe a medium punch, but I think she can crouch under it. But in the corner, it's just a dash up, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about risk or reward here, you haven't had the chance to establish mix, right?
No.
So what is like the low risk option to go here? You have block, you have grab, which you can buffer a parry behind. You have a shimmy.
I always forget about buffering. I always forget about buffering.
Yeah, and like Car Throw also technically has what is it called? SGGK. You can parry Car Throw, and
Yeah.
it's like an option select. Granted, sometimes I leak the grab through the parry and I eat a DP, but so you haven't established any mix here. You don't know how they're going to react to being thrown into an Oki situation in the corner. And then what do you go for? The most risky option for pretty much not that much reward, right? Heavy power bomb does more than a grab, and I think about equal stun. Light does the most stun, and the least damage, and it has the most range. But you go for the riskiest option, and that is it telegraphs kind of what you look for early in the set, and it can get you blown up quick, and then it doesn't give you a ton of info because Makoto's are gonna jump. Like
Yeah, they jump
she
like
is
all the time.
she is axe kick. Like Makoto's are gonna jump. So you could have gone for like meaty. You could have gone for delay grab, because like especially if you know, shimmy grab. If she jumps, you can parry her on the way down. Now if she axe kicks, that's a little harder. But yeah, there's much less risky options that give you more info, and it's that kind of a mindset starting out that's important. But obviously you won this set, so we want to see kind of what you did. You go through, you eat the mix. I like the jab out, and I like how you're approaching here. You're pretty patient, and you don't immediately press. We saw a mistake there of like, you mistimed the command grab after there. Another thing is car throws just a little less risky. You recover faster, and like it forces you to slow down a little bit. But here, this frame we're frozen on. Dive, you need to use so sparingly. It is.
I don't use it very often anymore.
It
I
is.
think this is one of the only times I did.
It is. It has a time and place, and it can be extremely powerful, but it's so risky. Like,
Yeah, I know.
he's got a full super meter here. He could literally kill you off of this.
Yeah.
He doesn't, but if he had just done medium punch, he would have killed you with super. Maybe you would have had a sliver, but you get mixed. That's fine. That happens. You're in an Oki situation. Love this. It's high risk, but high reward, and it lets them know, like, I'm willing to do this. It makes them hesitate on your wake up. Everyone else has like a DP. It's fine to wake up super. Usually it's, the weirdly enough, I like to do it either first interaction, second interaction, or uh, like if you really haven't represented it the whole time, maybe then. But I think it's better to show it early. Um,
Yeah.
Especially if you show it early. I've done this to Tony multiple times. I represented it like super early in the set, and then very last, like last interaction, he sees I've got that full stick of butter. I wake up crouching light kick super because I'm like, he's scared of that, so he's gonna block, and I'm gonna clip his toes. You know, it's you can be that pattern recognition is what allows you to have consistency. Also, love overhead here, and the spacing you did is good too. Like that, you're just outside of grab range where Alex is really strong. That's his like strongest Oki position where he can walk in and out for a throw, for a button, but specifically he has slow overhead and sweep. Like it's just a solid high low. They're both decently risky, but it's a good spot for him to be in, and it makes people scared because they can't tech, you know. And if they jump and you didn't do anything, you see them jump, smack them out of the air, easy. But I like that. Second, second Superman dive.
I thought I did last.
Yeah,
This one did pay off, but
it did, but it's still risky.
I should do it as much.
Yeah, it's risky, and you know you can get like TOD combos with it in the corner. It has a time and place, but
Yeah.
boy is it risky. You gotta know that they're gonna like jump, and sometimes you can even react to their jump in Superman dive. But that paid off, so it's good. But it was still like, you know, the risk reward. Once again, love the jab. Interrupt her pressure. Just say stop. And that was good patience too. You know, the sweep didn't work out, but I like how you kind of waited to see what Trev did. And now you know, if you wait a second, he's probably going to jump at you. Or he'll dash because he's Makoto.
Yeah.
And good blocks. You know, you got mixed a little bit there. Sadly, missed super.
Yeah.
At least I think you were going for it, but that would have turned the tide. In the Makoto matchup, honestly, like, I'm cool with giving her space. If she dashes in and I'm in the corner, one good confirm and she lost a shit ton of health and she's now in the corner, which sucks.
Yeah.
It's a good thing about Alex that he can, we gotta punish that. You can always rip light.
I don't know a lot of punishes just because I haven't
Yeah, that
thought
one.
about it for most characters.
That one is, I want to say this is the tight punish, but back heavy punch.
That was what
It-
move was that one? That
Jet punch. So, with jet punch, if you block it, you pretty much can. I think you can back heavy punch in pretty much every range it'll punish. But you can also like car throw, you can light kick, you can EX elbow. Like he has many punishes for it. But
Yeah.
back heavy punch does a good amount of damage, ton of stun,
Ton of stun.
and it covers basically all the ranges that jet punch might land at because some of those punishes are going to be spacing dependent. So back heavy punch is like a really good go-to there. It's a little tight, so it feels odd. I even struggle with it sometimes, but that's like a go-to. You know, you got the cross up, but it didn't work out. And I like that you're not completely just taking the pressure. You know, blocking is fine. That, honestly, that overhead is a little weird, but not a bad idea.
I use universal overhead too much. Just I never think that it's minus, but it is.
It's minus a lot. I underuse it, frankly. I only use it for like setups, but it's grab invul. It can go over certain lows. Like, I've punished a Shoto low forward by hopping over it and then comboing into super. Like, you can use it.
Can you combo that at this?
Yes.
I did
Yes.
not know that.
It's spacing or meaty dependent. You can actually get it so plus that you can do universal overhead, medium kick, super. Like,
That's I need to write that down.
yes, I have some tech videos on there I can show you, but yeah, you can, and it's really easy to set up on most characters after like landing an EX elbow. You
Yeah.
follow an EX elbow up with a heavy elbow, an immediate universal overhead on most characters sets it up. It's, some of them you gotta like adjust the timing a little bit, or you just can't get it, but it's it's doable. But yeah, I like that you're changing. I think that was a medium elbow. I would remove medium and heavy elbow from your repertoire. I would not reach for those until you can until you really feel like you can catch people off guard.
A lot of the times when I do heavy elbow, I'm trying to do EX.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that too. Also, a good thing to work on for consistency is confirms. You're a little high up, so you probably won't be able to connect a medium kick. It's Makoto, so medium punch is a little weird to reach for because if she's crouching, it'll whiff. So this is the perfect height to do super confirms. And, situationally, it might be better to go for a different thing because you've got her in the corner. She doesn't have SA2, so putting her in the corner is nice. But the surefire damage is a little too good to pass up. It makes them respect you. It makes your jump ins way more terrifying, makes them look to the sky, which allows you to start dashing in. Learning to confirm jump heavy punch into SA2 is super important. It's like, I don't know, it just makes people go, oh shit, they know how to play. And they respect you, which makes you get away with so much bullshit. So much bullshit. It's just a great tool to have.
Another way to think of it is it increases the risk on their attempt to parry.
Yes.
If you have that down where you can consistently get good damage off of it,
yeah,
it makes it that much worse for them to try and parry.
And Alex's jump heavy punch is so strong, A, because of damage, but you can do it so early and so deep that if you can make sure both of those always turn into high damage, it makes them terrified of your jump.
Yeah,
And
I don't practice any of that.
like, I don't know if you've watched me fight Ethan or Cluxy, like those two especially with Hugo, he's so tall that you can hit it so high up and so deep that the parry timing is like a full second difference rather than like most characters where it's like half a second or probably even less, fucking milliseconds. But the ability to do that where they go, oh, I need to parry high, and then you hit them with the deepest jump heavy punch into a full combo terrifies people, which also opens up like the Genki bomb. It opens up a lot of things for you. Yeah, learning to confirm. It's also, frankly, a really easy confirm. Like, if you hit that high jump heavy punch, if you just set like a bot to block random, you have so long. It's like Chun-Lo forward. It's like Makoto medium punch. You have so much time to confirm that. I like that mix. It's a classic. It's something you need to not always represent, but it's good to, a power bomb is mental damage more than anything.
Yeah.
Good back throw. That, unfortunate on Trevor's part. He should have killed you for that, but this, love that. That's just too funny. Love that beats it. I don't know if you know, DDT beats Makoto SA1 just outright. She won't hit you. She won't hit you. So it's so funny to hit someone with that. But overall, pretty good. I saw a lot of like dash up block You were patient in certain places. Like mid screen, you were pretty patient. You had some opportunities to like squeeze out a ton of damage, but overall, like you're navigating the space pretty well. But when you get to the corner, your risk reward starts to like mess up a little bit. That, if you see them, that's where the jab habit is killing you. That was a free punish. That's a grab. That's a medium punch, flash chop, EX if you got it, and also Superman dive.
Yep.
Free punish. Great anti-air. Love the spacing check. Love the elbow. It's a good poke. It's Alex's fireball. See, now that
I never think about like where I'm doing heavy punch. I just put it like wherever I think.
Yeah, it's really good to think about it. So here, you've recognized, like, we'll go back. You're doing at just like, this feels like the spacing to hit them. You jump, and also, like, every Alex ever is going to jump after light elbow. I still do. It's perfect spacing. But people are ready for it. But you hit at, like, optimal, you hit in the middle. You can do way earlier than this and way deeper than this. Like, you can hit him almost at his belt. But now you have information. You jump heavy punched. You see where they parry. If you do a more drastic one of earlier or later, it makes them have to change more drastically. Which then if you add confirms or combos onto that, they get scared.
Yeah, I know I didn't think about that.
But also at that height, I'm pretty sure you could have landed intact. I don't think that was a punish. Missed opportunity, you were pressing, but you recovered. I think a powerbomb is a fine punish here. You still had the situational awareness to go, I should punish that, even if you could have gotten a much bigger one. That is the risk reward. Like, did we need to dash again? Or what was it? A jump. So you punish, dash, jump. You didn't go for a meaty. You didn't block. You didn't grab. You just jump forward. And maybe that was a flub of the hand. You know, shit happens. But if you've got them in the corner, jumping at them, while it is very strong, needs to have some intention. I find neutral jump is way better. If you can stand actually kind of where like Akuma is right here, you can jump, threaten the jump heavy punch. If you land, they can't throw you, and you can Kara throw them. It's a very nice space to exist in for Alex, but jumping forwards leads to so much risk. They can walk under you, they can dash under, they can do all kinds of things. So when you get people into the corner, that's a good spot to go, let's wait.
Okay.
You know, like, you got the power bomb, dash up once, and then go, okay, what are they going to do? If they jump, forward heavy punch. If they dash, medium punch. You know, you got tons of options to keep people where they are. Forward medium punch is great. It covers kind of both, jump outs and dashes. It's really fast, covers a lot of ground. But, okay. You get comboed. Good pokes. I like the sweep. The stomp is good, but I can already tell you went for the heavy, not the medium. That'll come with experience. Learning how to always make sure it crosses up is a tough skill. But, so yeah, that was unfortunate. No, it might have been the medium, but I could tell it was too far, you know. Sometimes, like, it's odd, but sometimes you gotta... It's like, if they're close-ish to you, you have to do the smaller ones than you think. But you can, like, you'll see the far one where you're like, okay, I need to definitely go for heavy. But, alright. I like the patience, I like backing up. Yeah, jumping there is fine. See, I like this. I like the waiting, walking, dash up poke, and then waiting to see what happens. You did go for the EX elbow, which, like, is not super bad. I would recommend doing that more on block strings because that becomes a frame trap, rather than
Neutral.
whiffing. Yeah, because instead of EX elbowing there, you could have taken the low risk and parried. You know, you pressed a button, parry. I bet you they're gonna do something. Every time you do something, the opponent goes, "Oh, I get to do something." You know, people don't play the game to block, except for me. Love that. Love the recognition. However, you're gonna down back here. You've got a EX meter. That's free punish. You had more than enough time to. If you're gonna EX stomp, charge behind it. A good philosophy with charging is
You know, I learned with like playing Guile and 6, it's like I need to always be charging. I don't apply that here.
yeah, it's always charge. Like if you're committed to a movement, be charging, but don't think that means you always have to do the charge move, right?
Yeah.
So it's like be ready if the opportunity presents itself, but then adjust quick. You don't want to pigeonhole yourself. I've missed a lot of movement opportunities because I was busy charging and holding on to it when I could have maybe stolen a little bit of screen space just by walking forward or, you know, things like that. Miss parry, that's fine.
I was just pressing buttons at the end.
That's a consistency. Don't swing for the fences all the time.
Yep.
See what they're doing, you know? If you're always swinging, you're going to get clipped eventually. But overall, not a terrible round. Just missed opportunities that would have secured you the win. I like the jab. You know, could have been a heavy punch, but I like the super jump start. It's not a bad idea. That's also cool. I don't use that enough. EX elbow behind a tech. People never really see that one coming as much.
It's not. It's people don't think about it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it catches people off guard. All right. Why'd you back jump?
I have no idea.
Yeah. It's a weird option and shows maybe tells your opponent maybe you're not thinking so much, but also you know hey sometimes you're just like I'm being random, which can really throw people off guard.
Yeah.
But you can see they were ready.
Went for dive, got Tatsu.
Yep, super jump, Superman. Whereas here,
This was like almost like a week ago. I don't remember exactly everything, so
yeah, I don't expect you to, but we can see points where like, oh, if you had stood still here, could you have gotten a punish? Could you have like you now have the info that oh they're looking to jump Tatsu out. That means if I stay a little more spaced, maybe they won't, and I can keep them in the corner because they're like, oh, well, he's looking for it. Or you get the free dash punish, you know. But you get knocked out, he misses the mix, free punish. You got
punish that Tatsu.
yes, very much so. If so, every time you tech roll, I would recommend charging, like just down back, because when you tech rolled there, that is a free medium punch EX elbow. So
I
tech,
never think about
hit.
that combo. I never think about it.
yeah, like you had just enough. So the reason I like to do that is A, you have longer to do medium punch into EX elbow than you do EX chop. Like it's easier to confirm that it hit. But yeah, like if you down back there, it also covers that you're blocking, and if you see something, you just medium punch. It's fast. It's 5 frames. It's super quick. It's free punish and tons of corner carry if you do the EX elbow, which also if you do the heavy elbow behind it, free Oki.
Yeah.
But you get back thrown, you block. I like blocking that. Honestly, half the time I only parry the first 2 hits of it because a Goki, a lot of the not great Gokis, throw out something unsafe behind it, like the slide. But the stump was good.
I know Raph did that at some point.
Yeah.
I know Raph did that.
I don't. This meaty situation you get here. So mispunish. You knock him down. I'm assuming that was a missed meaty.
That was a missed meeting, yes.
However, that whiff, I'm pretty sure you could have pressed a medium punch behind it and hit them. Like, it's that move recovers really fast. But it's, you missed a meaty. It happens. Good poke. Anti-air stomp, a little risky. Not always a bad option. But you had safer, better options, but in general, it's good to kind of not let people jump at you. You don't want to ever really block a jump in if you can. Good meaty. I like the walk back, walk forward. You make them confused, and great button. You get thrown. A fun thing you can do, if you think your opponent likes to press or do shit after, they get hit by one button or something, hit them with that 5 HP, rip an EX flash shot behind it. It's a frame trap, and so many people get hit by it. But let's see how this super goes. Yeah, didn't work out. You represented it, just didn't work out. Missed combo.
Yeah, it's just because like I didn't think about my heavy punches.
Yeah. Advice that Revival gave me was, when you jump, look for what the jump calls for. Is that a super confirm? Is that a tick throw? Is that an empty jump? That's good advice. It's a little hard if you don't have the consistency in your hands. So advice I have to help you get there is, since a jump is so committal anyway, commit to what you're going to do the moment you jump. So, like, it removes mental stack. I'm going to jump and look for a heavy punch confirm. So the whole time I'm in the air, I'm just like, cool, all we're looking for is that. And then once that situation is over, then I can move on. But it frees up my mind, and that allows me to be consistent. It's a stepping stone to being able to be malleable on the move, which is something I'm still working on. But learning to just commit to something when you're going to do something big like a jump, because that way, at least okay, I committed, this didn't work, I'll do a different commitment the next time, and maybe that'll work. It's a good way to build consistency of just that's a game plan. If you jump and you commit to something, that's a game plan. That means you consistently are looking for something when you do that. It's small scale, but it's a good way to build consistency. Like punishes, committing, and getting your Oki down is 3 great ways to build that consistency. Love the stare down. Super jump, you get parried, doesn't work out. Poking, building meter, good. I think you could have EX elbowed that, or no, you were parrying.
Yeah, I was parrying. I don't think I had enough time.
Maybe you could have EX flash dropped, but that's an odd one.
Yeah, that sweep is minus, but I never punch it.
Yeah, that's why I like to parry block, because that first fireball gives you enough block stun plus the sweep to build EX elbow charge.
Yeah, the charge.
That's why I like to do that. And you can kind of fuzzy down back if you think they're going to maybe go for the overhead or something, but it's pretty rare they do. But yeah, that worked out.
I was just trying to chip him. I could have not burned the meter.
If you're going to do that, look for a jump. They jump, that means they have to land, right? So hit them when they land. That's like 101. They're half the time, people are parrying, but hey, let them know. But also, poking with lows is like a good way to, if you're in a chip out situation, you're like, okay, well, you're probably all my chips are forward parries, so how about I hit you low?
Yeah.
It works so often. I like that. I like that shoulder option. Good. You read a parry. They've been parrying a lot on Wake Up. Yeah. Hey.
I tried to tick there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an odd one. Like hitting that low and it hits can fuck up the hit stun timing, but
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, it that shit happens. Good block. I like the parry or the jump out. Learning to just jump over Akuma's air fireballs is so necessary. And if you just jump block, jump.
Well, finish your thought before you hit play. Let me know when you're.
Learning to navigate like the Akuma matchup is like, okay, well, how do you have to navigate the screen, right? He's gonna be throwing fireballs. He's gonna be doing all kinds of shit. So learning to just, he back jump fireballed. Cool, he gave you free screen space. You can jump over the fireball and block. Because, sometimes they might be able to land first and go for like a low. They might try to hit you. So it's safe and low risk to jump over the fireball and block. We can look at it again. So like, fuck up the tick. That's fine. Yeah. Great place to jump over. Great anti-air. Love the grab. You gotta let them know. Yeah, they parried it yet again. Yeah. Yeah, you saw they were looking for fireballs. Could have been a little sneakier with the charge, but hey, you saw what they were doing and you reacted. So, good. What are you gonna say, Kenny?
No, it's.
Yeah.
So, you had paused right after the reset?
Yeah.
And I was going to ask, what options do you have? What options does Raph have? And just kind
yeah.
of,
That's a good point.
See what you thought.
This situation is going to come about countless times. It's great anti-air.
Yeah,
It's
air resets.
And every Alex ever knows, dash up lands you right in their face. People are gonna start DPing there. So a good thing to do is block. See what they do. Low risk, potentially high reward if you charge. You can even you can dash up delay tech. You can get a little spicy with like your OSs, but that's a good situation to like see what they do. Half the time, people jump again. People love to come at you, but you got the mix. It was good. Yeah, I love that you're just reading the parries over and over. It's like, just stop. But yeah, really solid. I think this might be your last one. This is
No, there's this one, and then I.
one more. Okay. This is turning into a long video.
Canon brutally well.
Yeah. So this is Aiden. Yeah. Aiden has a much more solid Goki than Raph. Yeah. I like the spacing. Dash in, got clipped, but that's okay. Hey, you got a meaty. Jumping after the meaty. Is that high risk or low risk?
It's high risk.
It's high risk. It's high risk, high reward if you got the combos or the confirms or the the setups. But if you had blocked and seen what they did, it's you don't always have to continue your turn. It can be good to. It builds consistency of like if you know you have punishes And if you can not take your turn once, see what they do, and then the next time you recreate that situation, which is consistency, you then know what they're going to do, right? Or at least you have a good idea of what they're going to reach for. That then, if you have a pre-planned answer, so like Lariat probably would have beat that. It's good. Good way to be consistent is not getting hit and hitting them. Once again, miss punish. So you get clipped. Yeah, that could have been a medium punch, flash chop. That could have been a power bomb. Learning to recognize that with Akuma is pretty important, because every Akuma ever is gonna do low forward, light Tatsu on hit, block. When they're not even playing third strike, it's built into their bones, and it's so bad. Stomp hits, great. Meaty, great. Jump, gets hit. See, they're also always going to DP after. So, if you hesitate and miss the punish, half the time, they're going to fucking DP. So we could have waited and seen what happened. That was a long
trying
elbow.
to go for EX. Trying to go for EX.
Yep. Okay,
I know that a lot of that will be remedied whenever I do get a stick. I don't know why I'm continuing to hold off.
That's fair. So we get hit. Navigating. I like the sweep. The jump in. It's fine. It's fine. If you're gonna jump in that far, reach for a heavy kick. You know, it's super long. It'll catch people. Don't ignore your other buttons. We wanted that to be EX, but also, what would we have gotten, you know, if we went for the EX? If you had held on to that meter, could you have utilized that better later? You know, like throwing out meter willy-nilly just denies you the ability to make shit hurt more later. So meter management is.
I need to recognize that a lot more.
And I mean, hey, like, if you can, you know, if you're always charging, whiff punish. Like, you can whiff punish people with EX elbow. It's not always the easiest, and sometimes you get clipped by better characters, better buttons.
That's what I usually try to do with EX whenever I'm in neutral.
Yeah, straight up, like, whiff punish people. And, like, you can be charging behind just whiffing medium punches, and half the time you're building meter, people go, well, I'm gonna build meter. They press a button, you rip EX elbow. You're like, nope, don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
I was talking with MFeds like a while ago, and it's just like he was just like, don't use elbow and stomp to circumvent neutral.
Yeah, it's like you can to a degree, but you have to be careful with it. Yeah, if you always do it, like they're high committal things, and it removes your ability to make more minute changes.
Well, so I forget where I read it, but it's like, walking, walking, like back and forth. It's just like you're poking with the buttons, even if they whiff, and it's just like that's when you can sneak in the elbow because they're not expecting it.
Yeah.
I forgot where I read that, but it was like, that's what I've been trying to apply.
A really important thing is managing the space between your character and the others. And if you can sneak charge in through like buffering buttons, or like, you know, you like walk back, crouch, walk back button, and then you suddenly have enough for that. Like it can be useful. Hiding a charge behind a jump is really good. Especially if you know like you can't hit them from the jump. So why not hide some charge? But you can definitely use stomp and elbow to circumnavigate neutral. Like, especially against Akuma, if you're charging and they jump back fireball, and they're a little too close to you, that's a free EX elbow underneath them and catch them out of the air. Like, straight up. I be recognizing that. But
How would you catch them out of the air?
they jump back fireball, they're falling. And the EX elbow is so fast, I slip under their fireball and hit them in the air.
But like with what?
EX elbow.
Oh.
So like it's similar to like whiff punishing. It's just waiting and seeing what they do and reacting, or making note, and then doing it the next time.
Yeah.
You did the mid hit again. We could have
Yeah,
made
no,
that
like I
more
said-
drastic.
Like
Yeah.
I said, this was at a point where I not practicing my timing.
Yeah, I get it.
It's gonna be like that for this entire thing.
Oh yeah, of course. But it's good to recognize, like, how many times did you get a point where you were close enough for a jump in? They parried, but that means they let you jump at them.
Yeah.
So that means you navigated neutral to the point where they let you into your best place, which is jumping at them. So if you can recognize, like, oh wow, there's so many missed opportunities of if I had done that earlier or later, or did the Genki bomb, like, it's good to recognize, like, you can do so much if you recognize how often they let you in. That means you have so many opportunities to fucking kill them if you have the ability to, like, think and commit to stuff.
Yeah.
Good poke. Yeah. Hey, look at that. You did exactly what I was saying. Love a DDT. Super risky. Not good. Free punish would have won you the set. Or the round. It's that medium punch EX elbow.
I never think about medium punch. I always think about kick.
5MP
'cause, like,
is your best
yeah.
button in the entire game. It is your
I
best
always
friend.
I always thought it was medium kick.
Nope. It is faster by a frame. Certain characters, can crouch under it, but it's a fantastic anti-air. It builds meter. It is really hard to whiff punish. You can confirm EX elbow into it. You can, it is by far your best button. It has so many benefits, and it should be your button to reach for a lot. Granted, it's a good button to reach for as, like, a starter of, like, punishes, because if you're reaching for, like, medium kick, if your spacing is a little off, you might get far medium kick. If you can do, like, power bombs. It's just a safe option to reach for, that's more likely to net you positive.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they both technically have shortcomings, and they both kind of fill a slightly different role.
yeah, of course.
Because obviously, like, spacing is the close medium kicks
Yeah.
kind of downfalls. If you're too far, you get far medium kick. But on the flip side, you have medium punch, where some characters can crouch under it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say, can't some people like crouch in it with?
yes, for
You
sure.
know, so
But that's
like-
it's still situationally dependent.
yeah, there's utility with both, but I do think crouch or stand medium punch is the slightly better button.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
in mass, it's gonna help you out more often. It's a little less risky. Like, the cases of people crouching under it is more niche than you accidentally getting far medium kick. It's just not gonna come up as often. You will have to recognize, like, that it's matchup dependent. Only certain characters can do it, so, like, not too bad. It's like Makoto, it's Chun-Li, it's
12.
12, I think maybe Ken sometimes.
Oro, Ibuki.
Yeah, the small
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the women, and, like, I think I've had a Ken. Like, if I was in their face, I think it whiffed.
Yeah.
That's what
But
you get.
yeah, 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 get fucked. I've had a Chun-Li where EX Flash Chop just dropped in the middle of it for no good reason. I was just like, okay, sure. But it's just a better button to reach for most often. I like the early jump light punch. He's going to be doing shit, and that active hitbox is probably going to stop him. You know, it doesn't net you much, but I know that was an EX elbow, but did we need to press it? Jump also.
Yeah, that was risky.
Yeah, like, you know, we go through, he gets hit, and you jump. If you had blocked there, he would have, that Tatsu would have whiffed, free punish.
So,
How? Sorry.
know what you're gonna say first?
No, I was gonna ask like specific punishes for like Tatsus like that, because like I know how to specifically like punish like Ken grounded Tatsu, but like I don't know if that's applicable to like every other.
That's why I reach for medium punch. They can't, unlike DPs, I don't think they can recover crouching, so you don't have to worry about it whiffing. You can block the whole time, recognize they stopped, press medium punch because it's really fast, and then EX elbow, which gets you more corner carry, better Oki, good damage.
Okay.
So that's my go-to. It's like, if you see people just whiffing shit in your face, press medium punch.
Okay.
What are you gonna say, Canny?
Medium punch won't punish roundhouse Tatsu.
Yes, that one's a niche one, but whiffing is a good one to reach for. But
Sure.
heavy Tatsu, you can crouch. I think you block 2 hits, and then you can get 2 blue parries for free. Which you can, I think you have to do like medium punch or medium kick. I don't think you can get like a flash chop punish.
Back it up like
I can only do it by like 10 seconds.
that's fine. There was a jump that Sukuma did, jump forward, like there. And I just kind of wanted to, like, in that situation, what else do you think you could have done? So
Probably like lariat.
So there.
yeah,
No,
he still
they're
jumped
like lariat, crunching, heavy punch, like forward, medium punch. Really just any of the normal anti-airs.
Medium punch.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
Medium punch.
the
Actually, yeah, the heavy punches would be too slow.
yes, lariat is a preemptive anti-air. That is when you recognize they parry on their jump in, so hit them before they can parry.
Yeah.
You know, force them to parry midair, not in your face. And the benefit of medium punch as an anti-air, it's so fast. I can't tell you how many times I've whiffed a button, seen they jumped over my button, just pressed medium punch, and I clipped them. And then if you want to get into the habit, I'm still debating on whether or not it's beneficial to always buffer an EX knee behind it. Because you do get a little bit of meter back. Technically, landing EX knee it only costs like 2/3 of an EX meter rather than a full EX meter. It's weird. It's a bug.
I never considered that anti-air just because it is so fucking hard for me to do.
See, that's why you buffer it behind your medium punch. The medium punch is easy to reach for, and then if you get into the habit of just medium punch EX knee every time you see him jump, it's good. It beats people jumping in and only single parrying. They can parry both, but most people aren't ready for it. And then if they do parry both, now you can play a mind game of like changing your follow-up options. But yeah, learning to reactively press medium punch when people jump in is super important. You want the no-fly zone. People should not be able to jump at you. But, you know, we get clipped. It happens. I like the blocks. The jump, if you had pressed heavy kick, you might have hit him. Probably EX elbow. I see a sweep coming. Or, that was low forward, but... Alright, you made him block, right? I think they blocked.
That was a block, yeah.
Okay, you went for block string.
I don't know what to follow up on this.
Yeah, that's fine. A block string isn't bad, and doing it once is almost necessary. Um, I don't want to say necessary, but it's it lets them know that you're gonna do the whole string, so that way the next time you don't have to do the whole string. You can do medium kick follow up sweep. People are gonna start to try and red parry the medium kick, so power bomb. You can block. You can back up. You can do crouching light kick, medium kick target combo. You can overhead. Love that one. Because so many people are gonna crouch block afterwards, right? Because that's like, that's Street Fighter 101. You're like, oh, they hit me with the jump in. Now I have to block low. Alex has a big ass overhead.
Yeah.
But, okay, you got hit by that. That's fine. Good blocks. Good blocks. I like this. Good elbow. Good whiff punish. Should have been an EX. I see that. But once again, a little wasteful with our meter, but you've got 2 full bars. It's fine. You get clipped. I wonder if this is going to whiff.
I didn't recognize in time that he was calling out my jumping heavy punches.
Yes.
Like, he did that almost every time.
Every Akuma ever is going to try and do that. It's so low risk for them. It's hard to punish. They get out of the corner. Like, learning to not do that is pretty important. So that one, that's the heavy kick tatsu where you can get a blue parry. That situation is tough, though. That'd be hard even for me to, like...
That's something you have to lab for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that one, he hit you with, like, the third hit. So, like, maybe you could have gotten a blue parry, but... Yeah. Okay. He's got mix-in coming. Great.
I think I just pressed the button there.
Yeah. You tried to take your turn. Not terrible, but... like I was... Like, it's... You can kind of sometimes do a delay button where if they continue the block string, nothing will happen, but it's better to just block it out, see what they're going to do. And if you crouch blocked that, you could have gotten the blue parry, massive punish, blah, blah, blah. But also, you know, if he pushes you into the corner, yes, you have half health. It's a dangerous spot-ish. He's got, what's it called? Demon available to him. However, he is a single combo from death. Both EX or a early jump fierce super confirm. He's dead. So, he needs to respect you. And you have a lot of ways of parry, jumps, whiff punishes. Like, you have the ability. You have 2 meters. So say he goes for a low forward light kick tatsu and you crouch block it, he's gonna whiff, and if you reach for that medium punch, you can EX elbow super and kill him, or EX flash drop and kill him. You can, if you're really with it, you can do medium kick super. You have tons of ability to kill him here. This is not a safe space for Akuma. And he jumps back because that's safe for him. This is almost gonna kill him, which is nuts. Oh, it whiffs. Hitting medium punch on dive kick is iffy. Half the time I lose. But, okay. Also, another thing with consistency, crouching medium punch does feel like the best button in the world. You know, it's long, it's fast.
Okay, I need to not use it as much.
It's high and low parryable. Everyone in that situation ever is going to buffer a parry there. High or low, it's going to catch you. And it's free punish. It's a poke, not a return button. It's not a reversal. You don't want to, when people press on you and you block, don't reach for that button. Reach for like forward medium punch, crouch medium kick. Reach for buttons that are also long and fast, but are directional. They can't be parried low and high. You went for the mid again. If we build that consistency of going earlier or later, he was dead, you know? And cool parries, or missed parry, but hey, I like that. I like a delay flash chop. That's pretty cool. It's fast. If people like to fuzzy mash, they'll get hit. Yeah, it's fine. You read a hesitation. EX elbow. You have the meter. You don't really, he can't punish you. I mean, I think maybe he can, but. Mid again. Could have done early or late. Or heavy kick.
Whenever I think of Aloba, and I usually think of medium punch, and I just need to stop doing it.
Yeah. And then this will come with, like, time, because once you can build, like, the things you're going to reach for after you make them block a jump in, you can start to add things to that. Like there, you could have light kick flash chopped to make a frame trap. You could have sweeped. You could have overhead. You could have walk forward down parry, which catches so many people. It's that consistency will allow you to make your pressure more threatening. That is a weird one.
I could have punished that better.
You could. However, that one would have needed to be just an EX elbow, which is situational awareness. That's tough. It's quick. You gotta be ready for it, but it's that's the always charging, and if you're charging, okay, well, if they fuck up, I can just rip it. But heavy kick, I'm assuming, is an EX elbow. Good awareness.
This one was my funny moment.
Yes. Did you go for medium kick DDT?
I think I did, because I know it doesn't go anywhere.
Medium kick to medium kick DDT is auto spaced. And good awareness. Hey, parrying after, wonderful idea. Bam. Meaty, awesome. Love that you went for the overhead that time. However, I will say, if you're going to go for overhead, space it out. There's really no downside to spacing it out. It makes their punishes a little harder sometimes. And if you space it out and delay it a little bit, you can actually trade with DPs, where they couldn't have gotten this super off. But I like the idea of going for it. That's also, how you usually jab on someone's pressure like that? This is a good situation to, if you want to steal a turn, they're going to come at you, so block there. If you'd pressed medium punch, you could confirm into EX elbow. Sometimes it's, a little tight. They might catch you anyway, but it's a good button to reach for if you're looking to steal a turn when someone's aggressing. However, if they did like a block string and they're spaced out, probably not so much. Bam, you get hit, punched, great. Yeah, building meter, love that. Whiff punish, solid. I love that you did it even earlier. You recognized that he had been challenging. Good, solid. Still, it's risky, but it worked out. You're Alex, you are going to have to take some risks. Because, like, Alex jumping, the reward is usually in his favor.
Yeah. No, this was Raph again. I thought Raph and then
Alright, this one we're going to start to flow through. This is also getting pretty long. We're an hour in, so we'll get a little less particular.
This is the last one.
I think you have to fight a Ken after this.
Well, it's Ampeds and I didn't win around.
Love that.
Well, we should probably watch that one then.
Yeah, we'll run through this. We won't stop. But hey, car throw. Love that. Your Oki has been good.
Oh my god.
Your I like a EX flash trap on wake up. If you read their delaying, it's a good thing. Also, yeah, multiple jabs, not bad. If they don't parry, you're plus. I've stolen turns by jab and then dash forward. People get caught by it. Stomp is risky. You're messing up your timing on that. You do have to wait a little longer if you're gonna power bomb. Good jump out. Hey, cool. Yeah. Missed punish. A little random, but hard to see that one coming because it's so random. medium punch, probably not the best option to reach for there. Sure. Okay, you've represented overhead quite a few times now. You could reach for something. Hey, look at that. You reach for the low. Hey, good job, no Superman. Yeah, probably better to wait and see. You know, you got hit like what, 4 mixes in a row. Good to.
There was a sequence you did like 10 to 15 seconds ago where you did crouch medium kick and stem medium punch. And I was just wondering if that was like a conscious decision.
I think it might have just been an accident.
I mean,
it's a good
yeah,
sequence.
yeah.
I just wanted to see if it was autopilot or not.
You know, it was probably accidental. I don't usually think of me crouching medium kick as a button.
It's a great button. It's super good. See,
it's
you.
a good, just like little like quick part.
Yeah, you're dashing and jumping a lot. You're doing things that you're committing to options like that jump light kick or jump light punch. It yeah, nice. Read a parry. That jump light punch doesn't make you scary, especially early. It's minus. If they block or get hit, you're minus when you land. So that early jump one is only a call out on their jump, and it's not even the scariest one you got. It's good to make your options as scary as you can, right? That's gonna be something that helps with consistency. Alright, he dashes up. Oh, hey, that was a delay grab. I don't hate that. But he crosses over. Nice, you challenge. Tick throw works out. You could have gotten a full combo there if you reach for heavy punch, and you can tick throw with heavy punch, and you can do it with power bomb. You can do it with if you want them to block heavy punch much more than you want light punch. The reason you reach for a jump light punch is for the speed. Like a jump light punch is so it's not very plus, so you can grab way sooner. That's the strength of it. Whereas heavy punch, you have to delay that. But the heavy punch comes with so much more threat that they're going to respect you in multiple different ways. Yeah. So reach for heavy punch more often. And if you can make that earlier and later, you're even scarier. Especially if behind that early, you have the super confirm, and the late you have a combo or even a super combo. And then if you can learn to recognize on block, cool. Set up a tick throw, set up a sweep, set up an overhead. Hopping into the lab and just going, okay, confirm. Did it hit? Cool, rip. If it blocked, grab. Just labbing that over and over is going to make you way more consistent.
After this is done, I do need help setting that up because I've had trouble.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a punish, but not a bad idea. I'm assuming that was a power bomb, that jump light punch, but yeah. Maybe. Honestly, though, I don't think it would have hit. I think you were too spaced out. So, for low risk, pretty much the same reward, walk forward car throw. Reach for car throw way more than power bomb. It's just a less risky version.
I do power bomb so much just because it's technically easier, but I know there's not much reward to it as opposed to Kara.
If you give like car throw a little bit of practice, it's so ingrained in me. People cross me up, and last second my hands will immediately switch to car throw in the other direction. Like, it's so ingrained in me. 90% of my throws are car throw. It's just less risky. It's better.
Yeah. I like the look of command grab a lot. That's also the thing.
Yeah. The power of powerbomb is mental damage. People fucking hate getting hit by powerbomb. I will stand in a Hugo's face and powerbomb them when they have 720. I'm saying fuck you, and that makes them go, oh my god, they're gonna start jumping, they're gonna do all this shit. And especially against Hugo, like, you can play the defensive game. So once you piss them off, they've fallen into your trap. It has its time and place. And also, like, if I really think they're gonna parry on their wake up in a kill situation, I know heavy power bombs damage so well. I know if it's gonna kill. And so it's like, okay, I have a 50-50 here. If I hit them in combo, they die. If I grab them, they die. So it really scares people. So that's like the use of it. Because Kara Throw, it also, you know, if they're less health, Kara Throw will do the same. But like if they have less than necessary for a power bomb, just Kara Throw. You know, it's better. And also people can't tech power bomb. Technically, there's caveats, but you know, being untechable does have its benefits.
I think I just like go up and down.
Yeah. Once again, you know, you reach for a light button. They're quick, but if you think you're gonna try and trade in the air, jump medium punch is much better. Much better.
Yeah, you also got lucky because that just before this is that jump back medium kick, and he so could have capitalized harder on that.
Oh yeah.
Could have got a full combo.
That jump in would have been hard to anti-air, but let's see what you were doing before then. So, you know, you get them off you, doing this, you press buttons, cool, you jump forward. You probably, it might have been hard to medium punch that again, but that jump forward you did kind of locked you down. Whereas you could have walked forward, medium punch, and then seen him jump, lariat. You have more options if you don't commit to stuff like that. Like if you're full screen and you jump, you're kind of just giving them like a solid second to go, oh, shit, they're in the air. Cool.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It does lock down what position I'm gonna be in.
Yeah, it telegraphs for like a solid second or a second and a half what you can do, which only gives your opponent information and freedom.
Yeah.
So you poke, stomp, worked out in your favor. Still
I
risky.
always jump off of that just because.
This jump, yeah, this was a good jump. Get out of the corner. It's a little scary because you're a combo away from death, and this makes you lose your. Oh, maybe you could have kept Oki, but the dash.
I'm used to Jared like always. Okay, for the dash, I'm used to Jared always DPing at this stage in the game.
Well, a backdash
That's
probably would have gotten clipped. Blocking is gonna be better. That's where delays are effective. Where if you think they're gonna DP, delay what you're about to do a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, block for a split
It's
second.
just me not knowing the range of medium
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah. Great anti-air. Unfortunate. But like I said before, wait for him to land. You know, then rip it.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't recognize that like since he's on the pixel, it's like he's gonna be trying to evade.
Exactly. Yeah. So like.
I don't recognize that as much as I should.
Yeah. So you clip him. Either if you in that situation, if you're building charge during that anti-air, you have enough time while he's landing to hit him the moment he lands. But also, if you wait and see, he jumped again. So probably could have hit him there.
Yeah.
And bam, you get hit. Jab trades. Great. Worked out in your favor. Risky, but it worked.
I thought I didn't take her on.
Super jump. You. Let's see.
I did medium punch, not medium, I had light punch. And
Yeah.
I jumped back out.
Which, why? You got where you wanted to be. You could have neutral jumped and threatened heavy punch. You could
I
have.
don't know why I did back jump.
Yeah. Alex is great when you're in their face. Take it. Don't
Yeah.
run away unless like you have a specific reason to, which could be like instant air, jump back, heavy kick, or something. You know. Like, missed
That was an input. That was a misinput. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm chalking it. For that.
Yeah.
That was misinput.
Elbow. You can't punish that, so that's unfortunate. Great,
I don't
you
think
clipped
I
him.
recognize that this. So like it also, I do take a bit to recognize super meter and my limitations with it. Like I know that I can't do EX elbow on a Ken when he has meter, but I
Yes.
just don't recognize it in time. I don't believe I get hit by that. But
Yeah.
that's just the thing I need to.
So good blocks, but throwing the EX stomp there, kind of just a waste of meter. It doesn't really threaten him much. He could have just reacted and parried. So like block, 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 great defense. You could have just walked forward and taken space, no risk, and like he gave you a free quote unquote win. Taking screen space is a win. Just because you didn't deal damage doesn't mean it's not in your favor.
Yeah.
Reaching for crouch heavy punch in that situation, a little odd choice. You have better buttons. Like far medium kick is great to play neutral with Shotos. They have to reach for something like crouch heavy punch to kind of clip it. It beats lows. It's a good spacing tool. You can.
Sorry.
No. What?
No, I need to lock down the range on that.
It's.
'Cause I know it's his longest range, like standing button. I think.
Yes. It's.
That,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
I-
I know heavy kick's huge, but
Yes, but don't reach for it. that's a
Yeah.
that is a combo only button.
that's a combo. But
That's a combo button. Don't touch heavy kick.
yeah.
But cool. You reset, you get hit. Once again, you kind of just jumped at him when there was a bunch of space. You could have reached for heavy kick. Okay. Reset, jump. If you had pressed heavy kick, you would have hit him. And the heavy punch just doesn't threaten anything at that range. At that range, if you're going to jump, buffer a parry or hit heavy kick, If you're going to jump, make it scary, right? Always try and choose the scariest option of whatever you're going to do.
I guess that's just me like having to recognize what I have to
Yeah.
make stuff scary.
Wonderful situation. You got Oki, you took it, you comboed, you continued pressure. That was wonderful. That was beautiful. You hit him here. I want to see what you do next because this is a good situation to block. You just won 3 times in a row. Probably don't gamble again. Perfect. Except that EX elbow is super fucking risky there because he can rip super. And you'll need to work on that, but
Like
I
said,
loved
I'm
the
very
block.
slow on the uptake I'm very slow on uptake for stuff. But
yeah, I loved the block there for a second because you hesitated enough to make him go, oh, I can do something. Also a good tool to learn how to be more consistent with super meter before every single round. You'll see people in the arcade do this. Tap the screen. Go. Meter. Tap the fucking screen. Go. They have this. So at least it's in your mind, even if you're not consciously looking at it, which it's good to look at because I can't tell you how many times I've stolen around because I had like almost super meter, but it looks like pretty far. And then I land the perfect jump in, heavy punch, medium kick, and I barely by a pixel get the super, and that gives me the damage to kill. So learning to optimize meter with Alex is really important. In that document I'm writing, I have a whole section on just optimizing meter. It's long and it's probably going to get more. It's so important for Alex. Like there's a reason why if I stun people, I'm always checking if I can kill with a flash chop backdrop or do I need to do power bomb or literally I will try and reset people to steal a power bomb. Like if I hit a 2-hit combo, I will reset and power bomb to optimize meter. Or if I stun them, exactly how many medium punches can I fit in before I kill them?
Yeah.
I'm always squeezing out every little bit of meter I can because that makes me just a little more dangerous.
I think at this point it's going to start waffling. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, here reversals. Yeah. I loved that you didn't show fear, but you got hit. Maybe could have punished that, but that's a tough move to punish. Jump in. Yeah, if you're gonna use the heavier buttons, you just gotta learn to. What I like to do is make them block a heavy button, walk back for just a split second, then do the power bomb because that's gonna be safer and it helps you build in the delay that you need to let them be out of block stun. It's just you'll get better at that with time. Jab. Unfortunate he clipped you. In that situation, funny enough, do you know what I would do? You didn't press a button. You could have Supermaned and dodged it. That's a situation in which Superman works out. If you didn't press anything and you see them start to throw a fireball, on reaction, you can Superman.
That moves the hitbox up?
Yes. Yes, it does. Especially when people super. Okay. See, I like that you're pressing more mediums. Those are good. I'm assuming that was a stomp. Probably not.
No, I think it was just a jumping like hit.
Okay. Probably don't go for that as an early jump option.
Yeah.
Jump light kick is good, but it's good as a super deep button. You got grabbed. Good mash. Okay, the tech is a little, once again, stomp. High risk, low reward. Get back thrown. Okay, you blocked high. He had represented an overhead earlier. Not the craziest decision, but most of the time, go ahead and block low.
Yeah, Ken has meter.
Most Kens are going to go for target combo or short confirms.
Yeah.
And half the time, like, you can kind of react to back medium kick, but it's tough. But, like, most of the time, they're not going for overheads.
Yeah.
They're Shotos. Block low. Great defense. Hey, yeah, great. Yeah, if you'd done Kara throw there, you would have been safer. Okay, a little weird. You got lucky. Yeah, you mashed, you got a little flustered. That's fine. But then you're repping, what is that? What kind of sweater is that?
It's my MGM Lammy one.
Nice. But overall, like, things I want to compliment you on are your ability to get in. Like, you are putting yourself in really favorable positions a lot, which is not easy. Like, people are going to do everything they can to keep you away from them. You just didn't turn those situations into the scariest versions of them. So, like, if you make a decision on defense, make sure it's the scariest version. If you're going to parry, make sure you have the punish you know that you're going to go for.
I need to know, like, scarier punishes because, like, usually I only go for, like, oh, I do medium kick or medium punch, EX chop.
Alex doesn't have many combos. he doesn't have many. It's that's where the super confirms are gonna work out for you. And like if you can add light kick super, that's gonna make you even scarier because if they do like a spaced low and you can punish that with light kick super, that makes you scarier. But outside of that, he doesn't have too many punishes.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Kenny?
My 2 cents on that would be not so much like have like the optimal punish, but have like a decent punish that you are consistent at.
Yeah, consistency.
And as you become more comfortable with your character in the game, start optimizing.
Yeah, like
the main thing is just get that consistency where like you see the thing happen and now you don't have to think about what you're doing.
Yes.
You just know you have.
Yeah, having it in your hands so that, like I was saying before with that, like, oh, if you're going to jump, commit to something. That way it frees up your mind. If you're going to low parry on wake up, you already know what you're going to do. So, like, your hands just do it. Once you get that under your hands, that's going to free up your ability to think more And especially when you low parry and then they hit you high, you're not going, oh shit, they hit me high. You're like, ah, dang, okay, what's next? Right? It frees up your ability to not be as surprised, because getting surprised means getting overwhelmed, means getting killed, right?
Yeah.
But you have the ability to like navigate the screen in a way that lets you be in really favorable positions. You're just not making them very scary, which that's a good thing to work on. You know, practice the jump, heavy punch, confirm, and then if they block, you do a walk back power bomb. You know, like practicing that stuff is gonna make you very scary. But
I have some additional watch material for
oh yeah,
after
I don't know if I've seen that.
whenever.
I'm gonna take a look at that.
Um,
But overall, Chloe, really good stuff.
I feel like I'm a lot better than I was like a month ago.
Yeah, for sure. Like I remember the first piece of advice I gave you. If you see a DP, heavy chop backdrop. You know,
There's something to work on, but
make it hurt.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
aware of it.
it's as simple as that. Finding just one little thing to go, oh, that's a situation I could have improved on. If you can learn to just build up on those, where you're like, oh, cool, I've got one under my belt. That's something now when I see that situation, I don't have to think. And that line of thinking of like, if I know this situation, I don't have to think as much, can apply to all your offense, all your defense. And the ability to not think as much allows you to think more ahead. You know, you can plan more. You recognize patterns more, which is going to make you more deadly. Yeah. So, but yeah, good stuff. It was a good run. You killed some people who definitely can give you trouble. None of these people are slouches. So,
yeah,
good job. Maybe that's what we should do. We should do a first of 5 with Chloe and Raph.
I like the idea. But
it's certainly an idea. Like, Jared was like fully saying is like, if I can get shit down, like he fully believes I could just beat Raph.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
This is something he said.
Like I was saying, you put yourself in really good positions. You're just not capitalizing. So if you can learn to capitalize, you're going to be terrifying. So, yeah. But good job. I got to get rolling.
Don't beat yourself up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes time. It's not easy. So
you're playing a very bad character. He's top 1, and I love him, and he's the best character in the game. You're playing a bad character. It's not gonna be the easiest.
I know road. It's not gonna.
It's not gonna be easy.
I know what I'm signing up for.
Yeah. So be patient with yourself. It'll come. All right. I gotta go, guys. But Chloe, I'll upload this and post it to my YouTube channel so you can like rewatch or revisit whenever you want. But
yeah. Whenever y'all do get a chance to check out that video I posted, Daisuke